everybody, and welcome back to the channel. To say I am excited for this video is an understatement. This has been in preparation for so long because this is a long process, like my god, but I'm so excited. If you guys have been on TikTok, if you guys have been on YouTube, I've seen other people do this video. You've probably seen this before, but today we are going to be trying out the viral TikTok base routine. This is the girl who originally did it and went viral for it. I think her name is pronounced Bryn Marie. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but I will leave a link to her TikTok down below. I have studied this video. I have taken like 4 pages of notes. They're not super like organized notes, but you get the gist. Like, it's so much goes into this. So I have not done my skincare because I'm gonna do exactly as she does, but I have done my eye makeup and I've done my eyebrows, and I might end up regretting doing my eyebrows, but I have done my eyebrows. But you guys, we're gonna recreate this and I'm so excited. I bought some of the products that she uses. Some of the ones that she uses I'm not going to use. Some of them, like a moisturizer and such, I'm just gonna use my regular moisturizer, etc, etc. But a lot of these are the same products that she uses. So we're gonna do this today. We're gonna try out the viral base routine and we're gonna see if we can look as good as she does, because her skin, oh my god, she looks so beautiful. I'm gonna clip my hair up. I just did my hair. I don't know why it looks so oily now, but that's all right because we're just gonna clip that up. We're gonna push the hair back and we are going to create. So I'm gonna go through step by step. I will link her TikTok down below if you're curious, and I will also link the products that I'm using down below if you're curious. We're gonna start off with moisturizer. This is the moisturizer I'm currently using in the morning. It's the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Glow Moisturizer, which honestly I feel like is kind of appropriate for this look anyways. But if you have not seen this base routine, go to her TikTok. She has it pinned and you have to watch it. This is the most craziest thing. And like at one point at the end when she's done, she puts on the beauty filter and then she takes it off and there is no difference. Like, this makes her skin look so good. And she had, at the time of filming it, she had like hormonal acne and everything, and still like so freaking good. I have to finish up the eyes. I have to do like eyeliner and mascara, but we've got the base of the eyes down. And then she pats in a rose hip seed oil. I have this from Good Molecules. It's the pure cold pressed rose hip seed oil. So I'm going to put this on and then just pat it in. But I feel like I'm constantly, like especially now, I'm constantly trying out new foundations and just base products and things like that. And it's so hard to find things that look good on your skin and things that go well together. And you know, one product can just ruin the entire thing. So I am so interested in trying out this routine. It's a long routine though. Like, there's a lot of steps and it's very involved. But then she uses the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and she uses quite a bit of this. Like, I think she uses more than that. I don't think I'd ever use this much of it, but we are just going with it today. Okay, and then we're just gonna smooth it out. Oh, that's so much. There's no way. I think I got a little overzealous there, but I'm gonna smooth that out. If my skin has any pores visible, you know, this is where it gets a little bit weird to me. So she uses the Huda Beauty Nymph Glaze Skin Glowing Perfector in Aphrodite. I have this one, which is the product that she uses, but this is in the shade Luna. And then I have this, which is the Nymph Body Highlight in Aphrodite. So which one do I use? I think I'm gonna go with Luna just for consistency's sake. Like, this is the right texture. Okay, this is an all over highlight. It's like a cream highlight. And she literally, all over face, blend in with a brush. She uses a flat top brush and she literally puts this all over her face. So that's what we're gonna do. She says at this part you're gonna look pretty ridiculous and you just have to trust the process. And I will say it does look pretty ridiculous, but my god, we're gonna trust the process. My biggest concern here is if my neck and chest are gonna match my face, and I feel like the more steps that I do, the less it's going to match. This is definitely a little bit more yellow than the Aphrodite shade because the Aphrodite is a little bit more bronze. So I don't quite know how much of a difference that's gonna make. I have been, and you guys know how obsessive I am over finding like good foundations and like good base products, and I have been studying this video for so long. I already feel like there's like a huge shade difference. Okay. Honestly, I will say Having this everywhere isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not as ridiculous as I thought. It's still kind of ridiculous, but not as ridiculous. She color corrects with the LA Girl Pro Conceal, the Peach Corrector. I didn't have this, but I bought it for experimental purposes, and she just puts that under her eyes, and then she blends it in with her finger. Now, I will say I have used these. Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to do that. Blending that in with a sponge, because that's going to be the only way that works. I have used these LA Girl concealers before. Not the peach one, because I feel like the peach one is rather dark for my skin tone. But I love the LA Girl concealers. They're super affordable and they work really, really well. Now we're gonna do foundation, and this I think is one of the more interesting aspects of this because she mixes two foundations. And the funniest thing about this is, so she mixes two foundations. She mixes the Dermablend Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Pigments with the NYX Total Control Pro. Now, I had originally thought Dermablend was not cruelty-free, so I was looking up dupes for this that was cruelty-free, and literally the dupe is this. So these are dupeable foundations, but she uses them combined. So it's supposed to be a very liquidy consistency, and she just blends it in with a beauty blender. Now, the one thing that I can't remember is how much of each she uses, so I'm gonna have to find that out. But I have the NYX Total Control Pro Foundation Drops in Light Ivory, and then I have the Dermablend Flawless Creator in 10 In. This one is a little bit more pinky peachy toned. This one is a little bit more yellow toned, even though it says it's neutral. So here's hoping that it's a good shade match. But I ended up purchasing a different foundation before I realized that Dermablend was cruelty-free. And I have not tried that yet, but I am curious to see if, because Dermablend is, it's like $30 or so. And the other one that I purchased was cheaper. So I am curious to see if it is kind of, you can like just mix and match. So I will be testing that out later. I am just going to put some of both on the back of my hand and apply it with a beauty blender. I'm not using a beauty blender, I'm using like the Real Techniques sponge, but it's the same dang difference. Oh, I feel like that's so pale, but it's probably because the cream highlight is so dark and the peach corrector is so dark. My skin is soaking this up. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. If you are planning on trying this out, I don't know if I'd recommend trying to mix them on the back of your hand because it is a super liquidy consistency and my hand is soaking up so much of the product. I did purchase both of these foundations online, so as far as color matching goes, it's the best that I could do. And again, do I expect my face to match my neck? Right now we're just trusting the process and we are testing the process. And if they end up not matching, I'll put on a different shirt. Oh my god, this is so pale. I can put on a different shirt or I can try to blend down further or something. But this is literally like my first go around. I bought these products and I've just been waiting to try this. So as far as color matching goes or anything like that, this could go either way, genuinely. She uses a hydrating concealer. So I have the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in Light Peach. I'm pretty sure this is what she uses. And she kind of does up here, slightly above her brows, in her eyes, and then the chin. Normally when I conceal, I do a little bit more than that, but we're just going with it. I do like this concealer. I've been talking about it, and I originally thought that it was going bad because it was like starting to break up on me, and then I realized that that was my primer I was using and not the poor concealer's fault. This is a really good like hydrating concealer though. And it's drugstore and cruelty-free, so if you're looking for like a good affordable option, this is a great concealer. Okay, she uses a concealer to cream contour, and I don't remember exactly which one she uses, but I know that I don't have it, especially not in like a darker shade. But I went out and purchased this. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Toast. So this is the same brand as the Peach Corrector. I know that I like these, I know that this is good, and I know that a lot of people use this as like a cream contour, so I'm going to go ahead and try this instead of the brand that she was using. It's the same basic concept. Okay, so forehead, we're going to do our cheeks. Oh, I went so far down on that. She does the bottom of her lip and the top of her lip. I don't think I've ever contoured the top of my lip before, but okay. And then she does the kind of nostril area at the nose. And then she does across the bridge. Then she does the bridge, kind of the the regular part of your nose. Before she blends that out, and actually I think that I blended the concealer a little too early because I completely forgot that she uses that in blending this out. So I am just going to do a little bit more, just a little. And she also does a cream blush. I did purchase the cream blush that she's using. She's using the NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint in Coralicious. I don't know why I purchased this one, but I did. She puts it on her forehead above the concealer. She puts it down the bridge of her nose, and then she puts it above the contour. And then this is one of the things that she does that's rather interesting because she blends out the darker areas first. And normally you blend out the lighter areas, but she does darker first, and then she uses the dark to help blend like the light and to make it look seamless, which I think is super interesting because I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it that way. It is blended out really nicely. So I'm just literally taking anything that's left over on the sponge and taking it down my neck and chest in the hopes that it semi-matches. It's the coloring on this. Oh my goodness. Then she takes the Beauty Bakery loose setting powder, the flour powder. She takes a large fluffy brush and she just does a very light layer to set everything. Flour powder is a powder that I have had. I actually really like this. I don't usually use loose powder to set everything. I usually just use it to set my T-zone. So it makes a mess, in case you were curious. There is still texture, and she mentions at one point, she was like, yeah, you can still see texture, but like it gets fixed and everything. And there is still texture, but I'm kind of obsessed with this. This is not normally how I do my makeup in any way, shape, or form. So I'm kind of loving that. Then she says for powder contour, she uses a Patrick Ta powder contour. I have the cream contour and powder bronzer duo in She's Statuesque from Patrick Ta. And I guess I'm gonna use this. This is kind of a golden bronzer though, so I don't know exactly how well it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it because this is the Patrick Ta contour that I had. And I'm gonna put this in all of the same spots that we did the contour, and then a little bit down here because I'm gonna blend that out. I have used this before. Like I said, I have this in my collection and I really do like it. But I'm going to blend that out with a powder brush. And then she uses a blush. Now she just, I can't remember if she uses a NARS or a NYX blush, but either way, it's not one that I have, but it's like a pink blush. So I'm just going to use this. This is the Colourpop Secret Crush Pressed Powder Blush. I don't think that you can get this anymore. I think this is from an older collection, but it's Colourpop. Like they're going to repeat the shade 1,000 times anyways. And this one is just kind of a nice pink shade with a little bit of gold kind of shimmer in it. I'm just going to put this on my cheeks. I don't know if I've ever used this before, but it's really light. So I'm like really building it up, and then I'm going to just press in the powder brush to try to blend it out a little bit more. Then she says to take a hydrating face mist and drench your face. She says you should look wet. So right now, this is the mist I'm using. This is the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist. Very hydrating, makes your skin look great. So I'm gonna use this. I feel like this is overkill. It looks wet, kind of. Not as wet as her skin looked, but it looks wet. And now we have to literally wait for it to dry. I feel like, so she does her eyebrows and her eyes right before she does the peach corrector. I feel like this is probably what I would normally do. No, because I have to do my eyes first. I don't know. Okay, so maybe this is when I do my hair usually. So we'll just sit here and run out the clock. That actually didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to, so I'm pretty impressed by that. So then she says to take your beauty sponge, mine is stained with contour now, press it into the Beauty Bakery powder, wipe the excess off on your arm, and then apply that, press it into under your eyes and the larger areas of pores on your face. And then for highlight, again, I don't remember exactly what shade she's using. I'm gonna use the CoverFX, the Gold Bar highlighting palette, and I'm gonna use the 24 karat shade because she uses, well, no, wait. I'm gonna use the white gold because she uses kind of a champagne-y shade. So I'm just gonna do that. And I'm gonna put that in my usual highlighting spots. And then I'm gonna go finish my eyes, do my eyeliner, my mascara, probably a shade smudged underneath, and I'm gonna do my lips, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna see how well this looks. And if it worked, I could probably look and tell you now, look at my skin, but I really want to get the full picture, so we wait. Look is finished. here's the thing, okay? I can see where I did the ending powder, and it genuinely looks like there are no pores there. I have texture down here and a little around my nose, which like obviously nothing is like a be-all end-all. Like you're still going to have some texture that comes through. This is not magic. However, my skin looks so good. Obviously I need to figure out a way to kind of match it to my chest, but my skin looks so good. Will I do this on a regular basis? Maybe. It is like a process and it does take a while, but it looks so good. I am like, huh. I love this. I love this. So I think I'm gonna kind of like tinker around with it a little bit. Like I said, I want to try out a couple of different foundations with it. I want to probably try out this instead of this and see what type of a difference that makes, because this is massive and I'm not normally like a body highlight person. Maybe I'll end up getting this in the Aphrodite shade and see how that works. I really thought that's what this was, but it's not. But maybe I'll get this in the Aphrodite shade and see how that works. But yeah, I freaking love this. I think my skin looks so good. Like if you disagree, let me know in the comments, but I think it's literally like right around my mouth. I feel like maybe I wouldn't go so hard on the lip contour because that never seems to work well for me. But in general, this skin, you guys, I am obsessed. I think the biggest issue is just the color matching, but yes, I love it. So have you guys tried this viral based TikTok routine? Have you seen it? Have you ever heard of it? Let me know down below in the comments. It is a lot of steps. So also, like, do you think that it's absolutely ridiculous? Do you think it makes enough of a difference to kind of do this on a regular basis versus your regular based routine? Is that something that you would like devote the time to? Let me know all of that fun stuff in the comments down below. I am obsessed with this. This is my new favorite thing. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that big red subscribe button below me if you'd like to see more of me. I do have some more get ready with these coming up soon, but I do post new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'll catch y'all next time. Have a great one. Bye.